Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieve what I consider the flawless foundation look and I'll have on the bronzer, blush, and all that, just like your base. How to create the perfect base. So that is the look we will be going for today. And before we jump into the tutorial, we gotta sing our theme song. So
watch me do my makeup, la 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 la. Watch me do my makeup, la 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 la.
okay, here we go. So my hands, freshly clean. I'm going in with the Pixi Glow Tonic, and my face is freshly washed as well. So I'm just gonna go in with the Glow Tonic. I got a couple of these in a sample. This is my last sample, so I'm gonna have to buy the real one soon. Okay, excuse me now. These, I honestly just pour some on my hands and then just touch it in and let it. And then I have been using this serum day and night. It's by Goldfaden MD. It is a brightening elixir to protect and repair brightening serum. I got it in a box, so I've been using it. I don't know if I've actually noticed a difference, but I feel like when you're trying a new skincare product, you can't really tell if there's been a noticeable change until you've been, I guess, using it religiously for like a month. Then I think that's when you notice any type of change. Okay. I'm gonna let that sink into the skin for a minute. Oh, I have the hiccups. I'm sorry. Oh, that is a very unfortunate place to have a zit. Right on my lip. Let me see if I can find my spot treatment stuff, which I can. Cool, it's right here. I'm just gonna apply some of this here. It's because that's like on my lip line. And let's see if you find something with a mirror. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. I'll put some here. I should have put this on before the serum, so I don't even know if the medicine will get through to it, but I break out in the weirdest places. Alrighty then. Now I'm taking I actually ran out of my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. So I'm going to exhaust all options of my moisturizers before I buy a new one, because I also love this one as well. It's the Murad Environmental Shield Essential C-Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF, and it's SPF 30 in it. And on the back, there's an antioxidant-rich SPF. Moisturizer with vitamin C and potent antioxidant. Ginkgo biloba leaf extract helps shield skin from environmental aggressors. So, I use this in two ways, which you will see. The first way, I just put a bit on here, and then I rub it in. I have very dry skin, so I do use a lot of moisturizer. Okay. Alright, and then we're just going to let that sink into the skin for a little bit. Okay, now that this is in the skin, I feel like my skin's absorbed it. I go in with a tiny bit of concealer first. Now, I'm trying a brand new concealer. This is the Dose of Colors concealer. I got it in a BoxyCharm. And I will just, I need my mirror.
My mirror.
I will just like dab on where I have a breakout. Just dab it. I'm not really putting that much on. That's it. And I just take my beauty sponge. This is from Shop Miss A. And sorry if you hear anything in the background. I'm watching one of the judges. I used to love being home from school as a kid because my dad always watched these, so I'd get to watch. I think this is, I don't know. Does Jerry Springer have a Judge Sue? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell for sure. But it definitely looks like Jerry Springer or some old white dude that looks just like Jerry Springer. Man, why can't it be Judge Judy or Judge Joe Brown? They're my favorites. Without my glasses on, it looks like Jerry Springer. And I honestly have no idea where I put my glasses. It sounds like them too. Alright, so now that we have that, you'll see that you can still see the breakouts, but they're just not as... what I do with my foundation, and this is going to be the second way that I use the moisturizer, because I love the Juvia's Place foundation, but for a day-to-day look, it is very full coverage foundation. And a little trick is, if you want to thin out your foundation, this will work with any foundation, just add a tiny bit of moisturizer on your hand, and then, you know, mix it up like it's a little cocktail right here, and it will not only give you extra moisture to your skin, but it'll thin out your coverage of your foundation so you don't put on too much and you don't look like you have cakey face. Because with the Juvia's Place foundation, I have noticed there have been days where I put on too much and it's just been a cakey mess. So see, I put on that much, and I didn't mean to put that much on, and then that much of the Juvia's, and then I'm just going to mix it up on my hand. It doesn't change the color of the foundation at all. All it does, it just thins it out. So now I always put on my foundation with dots, unless it's that Wet n Wild foundation where it has like the spatula thing. I just find this is an easier way. I know a lot of people go on just immediately put the product on their brush, or they dip their brush in the product. I have used that technique before, but lately this is the techniques that has been working for me. And then I put a little extra underneath my eyes because this stuff has such great full coverage. Now I get my sponge, and then right now I have the Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray. I am just going to spray a little bit on here. Not too much, but I feel like with the setting spray, it helps the foundation just stay. Like, it just sticks on. It looks flawless while it's on. And this is another trick that'll help if, like, you have a very, very full coverage foundation, but you do not want that type of look. You can always just apply some Fix Plus or any type of setting spray. I'm using the Maybelline Lasting Fix, and that's been my favorite setting spray lately. Onto your brush or onto your sponge before you go to blend it out. And not only will this actually help it to stay on your skin longer, but it'll help thin it out. And like with certain foundations, I'd go in with like 2-3 layers until I would get the coverage that I wanted, because I don't have the best skin. My skin's the best it's been in a long time. But when I was younger, I didn't take good care of my skin. I didn't wash my face every day. I didn't wear sunblock, didn't wear SPF. So now I'm paying the consequences of that. Okay, let's get my mirror out. Let's see. Foundation is done. And I just always make sure I tap over my ears and I blend down my neck. I mostly just blend down at my jawline and just down like that. Just because there's, seeing that line of demarcation when you go out, it's terrible. Because you think, oh, when I was doing my makeup, I didn't see that. I didn't have that. But sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes it'll just be like one shade off or like one shade difference. And you can't tell that it's not blended there. But now I'm just taking the Dose of Color concealer, which it's a little light. I probably could have gone one shade darker. But again, this is in my BoxyCharm. But is there a name on the shade? This is number 7 Light. So, and it is light. I always blend out the chin and forehead first. Just because if it's one of those concealers that dry quick, I at least want to have those blended. Now I'm going to take the pointy side of my brush and just blend. Add a little bit there. And then when it's like 3/4 of the way blended out, I switch back to the flat side. I don't know if I like this concealer. So I'll just do it like that first and then go in. Okay. I'm gonna add another layer of this, just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. Yeah, this is totally Jerry Springer Court Show. I still can't see his face because I don't have my glasses on. And I am blind as a bat without my glasses, but that voice is definitely Jerry Springer. Oh, they're fighting over a dog. I see it's one person suing another for the dog. But, like, I haven't gotten, like, why. I haven't heard why. I also have my TV down extremely low so I can film. So, now I am taking, this is a Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M536. Sorry, it is filthy. This brush, it's just, I use it to pat powder to set my under eye. Now, I'm not setting anything else on my face right now besides the under eye. And you will see why in a second. I plan on going in with a liquid contour / bronzer. So, you can't put liquid over powder. Or you can, it just won't look good. So, all I did was set the under eye and my lids. Now, do I have it out? Okay, I can't find it. So, we're just gonna go in with a powder bronzer so we can set the whole face. But I just noticed I still have makeup on the back of my hand, and I don't want to accidentally get it on my shirt because I'm wearing my Sailor Moon shirt today. Okay. Oh, I have to pee. I should have done that before I sat down to film because I'm filming 2 videos back to back. Okay. So now I am just taking a fluffy brush. This is, I got it from Shop Miss A. It's Cala Beauty, I'm assuming. And now I'm just going to set the entire face. Okay, so now we're set. Like, oh, I didn't put a primer on, did I? Huh? Oh well. But this powder, this e.l.f. powder that I used, if I get my nose up there nice and close, you can see that it definitely like covers over your pores. It's the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. And just a little bit, it just sets the makeup so nicely. And like, I just feel like it covers in my pores. Oh, the girl got a dog back. I'm still not sure why she lost her dog. Sorry, I completely spaced out while watching TV during this scene, so if you see me spacing off into space, that's because I was so enamored in this court show that I was watching. So, sorry! I'm just going to go in with this giant fluffy brush to bronze my skin. I don't want to have it like a contour or anything. I just want it to be bronze. I always, well, not always, lately I've been using the shade Tan Lines, and this is actually an eyeshadow palette. It is the Venice Fling, Bailey Sarian, and Estate. I am obsessed with this palette. I love it so much. I'll use this as a blush shade up here, the Bonfire, and Tan Lines I always use as a bronzer, just because I think it's like the perfect bronze shade. Just gives like a very nice subtle bronze. So is everyone ready to vote? Registered to vote? I already voted. I told myself I wasn't going to vote by mail, but then I got one in the mail. Because I requested one because I wasn't sure if I was going to vote by mail or actually go. But I decided I wanted to vote by mail. So I did that Friday. So I've done my civic duty. I think the only, like, I wish I still would have gotten a thank you for voting sticker. But I guess when you mail it in, you don't get that option. But with COVID and my neighborhood, they change my polling place, like, all the time. So it can be confusing. Like, the one time I went to go vote, I had to go to, like, 2 or 3 different places. And it was annoying. Okay, so we have that on. Next, I'm gonna go with this fan brush and a blush by Ofra. This is Ofra blush in Sweet Stuff. I'm just gonna swirl around it, and then always put a little on the nose. Now it is a couple whose boyfriend beat the shit out of her. I'm sorry, if you're a man and you put your hands on a woman, you're a piece of shit. Plain and simple. There's no other conversation to be made after that. Put your hands on a woman, you are a poor excuse for a man and a piece of shit. It's just that simple. So with the blush, with the fan brush, I just feel like it goes on very easily. And then I know I didn't want to have have a strong contour, but this is just going to clean it up a tiny bit. And then I'll blend that out. I'm just taking the same sponge I've been using and just putting it here. I'm not trying to bake. I'm going right in again with my brush, my blending brush, and just blending. I feel like I need something on my lips, even though, all right. We'll put on this this teeny bikini tinted stuff from Sol de Janeiro that smells like Play-Doh, but it does give I like the color that it gives. Like, it's a very nice juicy color. Okay, so we are just about done with the face. I don't even have my eyebrows on. I feel like I should have done them first. But now we are going to do what is my favorite part, highlighting. This has been my favorite highlighter for years and years. I think whenever Ofra came out, the Rodeo Drive highlighter, I scooped it up and I've been obsessed ever since. So I just use this brush as my highlighting brush. You could use it as an eyeshadow, but I think it does good. When I want to go full highlight, I'll go underneath the brow and right onto the cheekbone. I'll almost connect it. And then bridge of the nose, tiny bit on the tip, on the Cupid's bow, tiny bit on my chin. Here, again, like I said, bring it there and around. And then I like to just highlight my inner corner. Usually my eyeshadow is done by now, but it's not. I'm filming that next. But so, this is how I get my flawless skin. Well, flawless skin. This is just my foundation routine that's been working for me. Gives me the coverage that I need without looking cakey. I get lots of compliments on my skin when I apply my foundation like this and I use these products. And you saw before I put the products on my face, I don't have the best skin. So, and it just looks, it lasts all day. Like, I'm gonna take a quick bath in that. Again, I'm probably not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit on my couch. Have you guys seen Haunting of Bly House yet? I was so confused. And then I was so terrified. And then I was confused and terrified. And then during the last scene of the show, I'm not going to put any spoilers because it just was released. I was crying like a little bitch baby. Like sobbing. But it was good. Can't wait till they do another one. I hope they do another one. But all right, this is my foundation look, how I achieve that flawless skin look. I just think this technique can work for everybody.